know you're going to say no, but I was just passing and I suddenly thought, why don't we go for a drive? Like we used to.
I don't think I should. I really can't spare the time. Would you like a cup of something?
All right. Yes, thank you. That would be nice.
Is everyone well?
Quite well.
Lady Edith will be joining me for tea.
Certainly, sir.
As a matter of fact, I'm glad to have got you to myself for a moment.
Oh?
I feel it gives me the chance to make some things clear. I'm not sure I was that clear when we met the other day. It's been worrying me.
I don't understand.
You see, I couldn't bear for you to think that we might take up together again, when of course we can't.
Because of what Mary said that time. Because, you know, it wasn't true. She only said it to spite me.
No, it's not because of that. And if you say it wasn't true, I'm sure it wasn't. You see, the thing is, I'm far too old for you.
I don't agree.
Of course I am. And now, well, I'm a cripple. I don't need a wife, I need a nurse. And I couldn't do that to someone as young and as lovely as you.
I don't accept a single word of that speech.
Lady Edith.
If you think I'm going to give up on someone who calls me lovely...
I'm afraid you must.
Oh, lovely. I'd like you to know the place he grew up. He always wanted to work with animals. Horses, really. But his mother saw him as a butler, lording it over a great house.
He loved you both so much.
I'm only grateful his mother went first. She couldn't have borne it.
No, but she would have had to face it, wouldn't she, like you? We all have to face the truth, don't we?
We do, lass. Hard as it may be.
Because I want to tell you the truth. You see, William and me were friends for a long time before he started to feel something more.
Well, that's always the best way, isn't it? To know that there's friendship as well as passion.
Yes, but you see, I didn't feel the love so soon. So I'm afraid I wasted some of the time we could have spent together.
No, you didn't, Daisy. You gave him the thrill of the chase. He talked of nothing but you from dawn till the cows came home. And when he saw you felt the same, well, the pleasure was all the sweeter for the waiting, I promise you.
Good.
So when are you going to come to the farm?
I'll let you know. Shall I get you some hot water? More lies. Where are they?
Well, that's the horn. Where's the damn loader?
Looking for your damn peg, I imagine.
Why were you laughing with Matthew at the end of the first drive?
I suppose he said something funny.
Am I never to be free of him?
Of course not. You know how families like ours work. And he'll be head of it one day.
I might understand if you let me think for a solitary minute that you preferred my company to his. I have tried, Mary. Give me that. I've done everything I can to please you.
You mean you bought a large and rather vulgar house?
Talk to me like that. What have I done to deserve it? What?
Is something the matter?
Richard's loader seems to have got lost, and this is one of the best drives. He's missing all the fun.
I see.
Where the bloody hell have you been?
Sorry, sir.
I'm afraid Sir Richard's rather anxious to begin.
I'd better get back to my post. There you are, sir.
Robert, Matthew is going to York for Bates's trial. And, well, I wondered if I might come as well.
Of course, if you want to.
Cora's told me she's not going. And I feel I just might be useful. as part of the Bucking Up Brigade.
That's kind. Thank you.
It's odd, isn't it? Us just chatting away here, while that poor man waits to hear his fate.
Please don't make me feel any worse than I do already. Have we time to serve the coffee or not?
I'm not sure, Mr. Carson. We could have used one of the maids today.
Maids at a shooting lunch? Hardly.
Anna's very grateful you're coming with us.
Well, I have to go to London, but I'll be back.
What are you going for?
Reggie Swire's funeral. He wanted his ashes to be buried in Lavinia's grave. I'll bring them back.
What does Mr. Travis say?
I haven't asked him. I thought I'd do it myself one day.
Well, let me know when. I'd like to be there, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
This is very nice of you to spare some time for a poor old woman. Won't they miss you at the tea?
I'll regain some novelty value at dinner.
Very well. Well, what should we talk about? Hatton? Shall we discuss why you never go there now? Or Loch Earl? Or what about Hepworth House in Grosvenor Square? I spent so many happy evenings there with your father in hot pursuit.
I see it's time for some honesty.
A change is as good as a rest.
I think you know that Hatton's gone. So has Loch Earl. And Hepworth House has so many mortgages. I could only sell it at a loss.
So my spies tell me. So you want Rosamond, or rather the fortune of the late Mr. Painswick, to come to the rescue.
My feelings for Lady Rosamond are sincere. I admire her immensely.
I do not doubt it. My only fear is that you admire her money more.
Lady Rosamond is too young to be alone. And you'll concede that there are many varieties of happy marriage.
Maybe, but they are all based on honesty. I insist you tell the truth about your circumstances to Rosamond. After that, it's up to her.
Well, yes, of course. Yes, conversation. Have you thought of a date?
When the men go through, can I steal you for a moment?
Why particularly?
There's something I should tell you.
Something nice, I hope.
Not very nice, no, but you can make the nastiness go away.
Curiouser and curiouser, Sir Dallas.
Get married in the spring or the summer.
I'm only asking to set a date.
But what's the hurry?
Hurry. Glaciers are fast compared to you on this, Mary. I warn you, even my patience has its limits.
Mary, can I help?
After today, I won't insult you by asking what you mean.
You don't have to marry him, you know. You don't have to marry anyone. You'll always have a home here as long as I'm alive.
Didn't the war teach you never to make promises? And anyway, you're wrong. I do have to marry him.
But why? Not to prove you've broken with me, surely. We know where we stand. With no need for gestures.
If I told you the reason, you would despise me, and that I really couldn't bear.
Mary? Rosamond wants to play bridge until the men come through.
Of course.
T. O. O. F. A. T.
He says you're too fat.
My Arch, you never said that. You're pushing the thing. Come away, Daisy. We've got work to do.
I hope it's rewarding work, Mrs. Patmore. Something to challenge our Daisy.
Leave it alone.
What did she mean?
Not be sure. Nothing.
Who was telephoning so late?
Murray. He apologised. He's going to come here the day before the trial to talk it all through with Mrs. Hughes, O'Brien and me.
Boy, if they've been chosen and not the others, what do they know?
Search me. I've told Carson.
Will Mr. Murray be staying?
No, he wants to get to York. We'll meet him there the following day.
Oh, my dear. I hope you can be strong if it goes against him.
It won't. There was an awkward moment tonight between Mary and Carlyle at the end of dinner. Did you notice it?
I'm sure Mary has him under control.
Does she? I look at her and all I can see is a tired woman with a tiresome husband, not a bride on the brink of heaven. Wish I could understand why she goes on with it. Do you think there's some element I might have overlooked?
Yes.
Cora, if there is something and you know what it is, tell me, please.
Perhaps it's time.
I was hoping you'd say I was wrong.
You're not wrong. But if I do tell you, swear not to fly off the handle. And try not to be too hurt.
Now you must tell me, because nothing could be worse than my imaginings.
Very well. Do you recall a Turkish diplomat who stayed here before the war?
I think I can be relied on to remember any guest who is found dead in his bed next morning.
Well, that's the thing.
I wanted to explain how it will work. You'll both have received official notification through the post.
But why have I been called? What's it to me? I know nothing.
Since you're summoned as witness for the prosecution, the police would obviously disagree.
But I'm there for the prosecution too, when I have no doubt of Mr. Bates's innocence. How can that be?
It'll be made clear on the day.
Where does Anna stand in all this?
A wife cannot be compelled to testify against her husband.
Well, that's a mercy anyway.